Hey guys, what's up? It's Eva here, and I am here to react for the big historic decision today in America that Roe v. Wade is overturned by the Supreme Court. And I usually hate the term over the moon, but I am over the moon, ecstatic. First person I think of course, is my daughter. She has Down syndrome, and abortion is used all the time to be ableist, which is a new word that I heard not too long ago from a special needs mom who also has a child with Down syndrome, maybe also other special needs kids. But that's when I first heard that word, and it means this from dictionary.com: relating to, involving, or fostering discrimination against disabled people. So, if you haven't heard me say this before, abortion is used 70% of the time. So, 3 out of 4 babies in America with Down syndrome are aborted. In a few countries across the ocean, such as Iceland, 100% of the time, or nearly 100% of the time, they are aborted. So the left is always saying that they care for minorities, and they care for the little guy, and with looking at it from a possibly ableist mindset, it's and how abortion ties into that. They don't care for minorities as much as they think they do. So they're often, in my opinion, seeming like they always support benefits and money for minorities, but money doesn't solve everything. Like, it helps. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just say that, oh, we don't need your money, because if you're a special needs parent, or a friend, that a wheelchair costs money. Anything having to do with IV and fluids and all of that costs money. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, and that we don't need money. But if you support helping minorities, financial or otherwise, but you don't support their right to even exist on the planet and to even be born and make it as a child, to grow into an adult who can make their own decisions, like, I don't think you're for minorities as much as you think that you are. And I just want to speak out because not a lot of people, not a lot of special needs parents speak out, especially from my point of view. I am more conservative, a Christian mom, obviously not white. So I am hoping just to share my perspective and get this out there into the world. So, and then I've heard this argument from Live Action. I believe the CEO or the president is a lady named Lila Rose. And it's one of the best arguments I've heard to be pro-life. So she gave the example of, when you're a parent and you have, say, for example, you have a child who gets in a car wreck, and he or she may need care for the rest of her or his life, or maybe just long term, maybe for months or years. Because, as you know, some of these accidents, they're really bad. They take a long time to heal. And so I just think it's the heart of a mother, the heart of a true father, to just have our heart stretched out in love and sacrificial love, and bearing the burden for the sake of the child. So if you're connecting the dots here on the point I'm trying to make, it's that that child who gets in a car wreck and is disabled, excuse me, possibly for the rest of his or her life, or maybe just long term, is not much different than a baby who is born disabled and needs care and needs love, just like that kid who gets in a car wreck. And I'm not wishing this on anybody. I do not wish this on anyone, that their child gets in a car wreck or anything. It's just an example. And I think it's one of the best arguments I've heard, that just because your child's life may be difficult, it doesn't mean that he or she doesn't want to live it. And I think that we do people with disabilities a great disservice by deciding the worth of their life for them. I think that, if they're able, they should definitely be allowed to make that decision for themselves. So there's that. And also, I'm harping on the left, but another thing is the socialism part. So a lot of supporters of abortion and just people on the left, they also support, free healthcare and like socialized medicine and all of that. And of course, you see the signs, abortion is healthcare. And so with abortion, with the increase of abortion and population going down, human population going down, you see that there's not enough people in certain countries to support the aging population. And I'm not talking about only, grandmas in their 90s, but, just the natural facts of life as you get into your, higher 30s, 40s, 50s. We as people, our bodies aren't meant to be immortal, so we just start to get, health issues. And I could make a few comments on how I think our food system is also broken, with all the junk food and processed food, but I won't get into that now. But it's like, so you guys support socialism and free healthcare, but you also support abortion, which can be used for extreme depopulation. So while you might be thinking, oh, Eva, you're like kind of making crazy points right now, I would say look at China, look at Japan. There is a TikTok video or something on social media, I think it was TikTok. These older Japanese gentlemen, they're going on a campaign right now to tell Japanese young people to start having families, start having kids, get married, find someone to love, have a kid with them, because it's happening there. So because the population is aging and younger people aren't having kids, there's less people to support a lot of people on top. So I just kind of imagine a pyramid that's flipped over. There's a lot of weight on top, and there's it's very wobbly and unstable because there's not enough support on the bottom, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's happening in Japan. I've heard that in China they got rid of their one-child policy because the same thing was happening there. And if you know a little bit about Asian culture, we really care about honoring the elderly and taking care of them. So it's not good. Even if you think about, this on a non governmental, environmental perspective. That couple that decides to not have kids, like, who's gonna be there for you when as you age? If you get in an accident and you have to visit the hospital, God forbid, but accidents happen, and if you have to visit the hospital, who's going to be there for you? Like, sometimes friends are flaky, and as you get older, your parents are not going to be there anymore. So it's just, on a smaller scale and a bigger scale, I think that I would love to see the culture shift. I don't know how much hope and stock I have in the culture shifting, but that's why I'm starting to make videos, and I'm starting to plant little seeds, and I hope, even if you disagree, that you would consider what I say, that you would consider these ideas. And so lastly, I just want to end this by saying, as a Christian, I also want to be the kind of woman who is non-judgmental of a person or friend who is vulnerable enough to say, hey, I'm pregnant, and, like, to be honest, I'm struggling with wanting my pregnancy. I want to be there for a person like that, who is willing to be vulnerable and just offer words of encouragement. And also, if I am in the position to support them financially, or guide them to a pregnancy center, or a women's center who will actually help them, or help put that child up for adoption, I want to be that kind of woman. I don't want to be the kind of brash woman who, I'm a Christian, but I, like, go straight to judging, and because I know financial difficulties happen, and sometimes, pregnancies happen that are unplanned, but so I bring this example up because it's happened to me in real life. A friend or two, I can remember, open up their heart to me, and I encouraged her to life, and she has beautiful kids right now. So, and she's glad for her kids. So I want to say that, and then the last thing I want to say is that so I'm gonna do more videos on YouTube, because Facebook has been a real pain in the butt. I have done 30-minute videos, and then that got cut down to 10-minute videos, and that has been cut down again because I tried to do a live stream for just a couple minutes, and they cut me off. I couldn't finish what I was trying to say. So I am for free speech all the way, and maybe this is a good thing, just getting my butt out of my safety zone and onto YouTube, and really sharing my heart and working on just speaking in front of the camera. And I hope you guys are doing well. I celebrate with you if you are celebrating as well on the overturning of Roe v. Wade. And if you are somebody on the other side of the political aisle, I pray that you would stay and hear what I have to say and give me a chance. So, and that's all. Blessings, God bless, and I'll talk to you next time.